So remember kids, knowing is half the battle. Yo, Joe! Hello, welcome back to the show. 80s and 90s cartoon IPs are making a big comeback in toy form this past couple of years. I'm gonna skip past Star Wars and Transformers because technically those IPs never actually went away. So Mattel brought the trend back with its Masters of the Universe classic line. The box weren't really classics, but the figures themselves were designed to look very much like how they first came out back in the 80s. Those unfortunately weren't made available to the masses because you had to go through Mattel's collector's site and whatnot. It was so tedious. Like seriously, you can't even get the figure. Good luck even trying to score one. Even if some made it to our shores, goddamn, they were freaking expensive. You just go to MCOT Mall and cari, you sure won't find anything below 300 ringgit. A few other companies also jumped on the bandwagon. Playmates Toys bringing back the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Hasbro with their Marvel line. Now Hasbro is doing it again, and this time with their G.I. Joe IP. So this line actually dropped in 2020, but unfortunately due to the pandemic, they're only just popping up here in Malaysia. And I actually managed to snag two of the figures from that line, Snake Eyes and Stomp Shadow. So I bought two each, one to keep, one to open. So let's open the box and see what the figure is all about. It looks kind of nice though, very classic. So off the cuff, you can see they actually retain a lot of the classic aesthetics of the toy when it first came out back in 1989, 1990. I can't really remember when this actually dropped. Is there an indication here when? No? Okay. Yeah, so as I said, I bought a Stomp Shadow and Snake Eyes. They're actually two of my favorites from the G.I. Joe lore. See, from the front cover you can see. So this is actually how Snake Eyes originally looks. And the one on the toy, the one on the figure itself actually has the modern visor from Snake Eyes. But yeah, so this is originally how Snake Eyes looked back in the 80s. Not the most cool looking ski mask. No wait, no, it's not ski mask. It's a hockey mask with a visor, and yeah, looks pretty lame. Stomp Shadow kind of retains its original look, but the original Stomp Shadow actually had sleeveless arms, whereas this one is with sleeve. So weird. So as you can see here, there are actually four other figures from the line. So I got Stomp Shadow and Snake Eyes. I'm missing Baroness, Scarlett, Roadblock, and Destro. I really don't know when they're gonna drop, but because this one also I jumpa by accident. I was strolling down Toys R Us in Pavilion, I think. I just popped in and then suddenly they were there on the shelf. So that's the problem with Malaysia. With the toy retailers, they don't really give you a heads up as to when they are launching the toys. They literally just surprise, and then if just happen you are there in the store to pick it up, good for you lah. If not, you terlepas lah. So I was fortunate enough to get these two. I actually went around looking for the other figures in other Toys R Us. I thought like, are they dropping the whole line or are they just dropping the two? So far all I've seen is just these two. Very limited. A lot of places are sold out. But you can try to check Toys R Us Pavilion. They might still have these two figures. So yeah. So let's open. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna open Snake Eyes first. So I actually have a trick on how to open the box. So when I was younger, I was actually smart enough to know how to preserve the toy, because I still wanted to play with it, but at the same time I still wanted to keep it in the box. So I'll show you how I would do it. So again, this is clamshell, because this is definitely not collector friendly. Once kau buka benda ni, that's it, value decrease, because you know it's out of the box. There's no way for you to kind of put it back. But I'll show you a technique that how I used to do when I was a kid. So what you do is you kind of open the sides like that. Okay, so get your fingers right up in there. Alamak, see, koyak dah. Okay, so just kind of follow that. Try to minimize the damage as much as you can, like so. Okay, so open it up to here until you kind of get this flap going on. And most of the older toys had like this plastic coffin, so everything kind of sits in that plastic coffin. So what you do is just kind of do that, and then voila, see? So that kind of retains the box without tearing this off. And once you're done playing with it, just kind of put it back like that, and then kind of display it. See, kind of looks like new. I mean, if you want, you can kind of glue it back together. Yeah, this is kind of torn, but yeah, see, smart, eh? See, when I was a kid, I knew how to value toys. So see, comes with instructions. That's pretty weird. Okay, choking hazard. Okay, fine, nothing important. So the figure is, oh, okay, so it's not tied down to anything. Just kind of pull this out. Ah, pretty nice. Oh, okay, joints are pretty tight, which is good. Plastic seems off. Yeah, plastic is of quality, which is good as well. Doesn't feel cheap lah. Yeah. Joints are tight, that's always a good sign. Let's see, so we got shoulder joints, can go up. I think that's on a peg. Roller, neck, ball joint, elbows. Ayah, cannot. Okay, elbows can only go 90 degrees. Oh, the hands actually, that's kind of cool. So it's also on a joint where you can kind of go and do that. Nice ball joint on the hips and legs. Oh, cool. Okay, so the legs can actually bend. Unfortunately, the elbows can't, but the knees you can. That's good. You can get him into some really deep poses. There you go. Woo, it's nice. I don't really like this bungee cord thingy though. Like, what the hell is this? Okay, so verdict: not a very good snake eye figure, or figure for that matter. See, belakang ni apa eh? It looks so messy, man. Shouldn't you have like a cross at the back? You know, like swing. It's like what the hell's going on there? So that's that. Let's open Stomp Shadow, Cobra enemy. Okay, same thing. See? Oh, this is. Ni lagi power sikit. Alamak, alamak. No. Okay. Horrible, horrible open. Didn't even follow. This is so bad. Okay. Terrible. Fail, man. Oh, cool. So okay. So Stomp Shadows. Plastic coffin actually comes in 2 parts, unlike Snake Eyes. That's actually much better. Okay, he's got way more accessories. So he's got 2 katanas. Wait, 1 katana, 1 short one. He's got some kai? I think it's kai. Is it a kai? Some size, a fan, a short bow, the apa ke benda ni? What do you call this? The thing that you put bow arrows in. Okay, I'm not gonna try to pretend like I know what those are. Felt? No. Don't quote me on that. So that's nice. Oh, I like the detail on that one though. Okay. So clearly you can't pull out the arrow. I've got nunchucks. Nice. Wow, Stomp Shadow really full of accessories, man. His base with the Cobra logo. Not sure what this is. Okay. Put his swords. His red belt for some odd reason. Do I want to take this out? No, I'm just gonna keep this. These are the throwing stars, shurikens, and take out the figure. Oh, okay. This one's way cleaner compared to Stomp Shadow. Same ball-headed joint. Oh, that's pretty tight. Okay, can't. Elbows, Saki, shoulder joints. It's fine. Oh. Okay, same. Oh, see, it's metal. That's cool. Okay. Knees can bend. Okay. Yeah, pretty much the same. Oh, okay. Some ab crunches going on there. Okay, probably. Yeah, it's probably the same with Snake Eyes, but because he's got that little pouchy patch thing, can't really see. Okay, so let's try to attempt to pasang this. Oh my god, it's horrible. Okay, I'm guessing the quiver. Quiver? Is it a quiver? I think it's a quiver. Kan? That's what it is. It's called a quiver. Quiver, okay. I think it's a quiver. There. Again, okay, so because of this belt or how it's positioned, it doesn't want to sit well on his back. So there you go. The likelihood of his backpack falling off is very high. Okay, I'm gonna take out a fan. Okay, maybe I should see just to see. Plastic. Mana aku letak benda-benda semua ni? That's funny. I'm holding a fan that way. Okay, let's put him on this base. Yeah, so maybe I'm just gonna have him hold the size. That. Oh, okay. So this one is not the heel. This is the front foot pula dah. Okay. Apa ni tak consistent ni? Snake Eyes is heels. Okay, probably because Snake Eyes is wearing boots and he's wearing a ninja shoes. No, stupid. Okay, man, this thing is not staying on. The rule. If I do it this way, is it gonna stay on? Okay, yeah. If I do it that way, and yeah, it's gonna stay on. There you have it. The two figures from Hasbro's G.I. Joe classic line. I'm not really gonna review the figure because to me, with toys, at least nowadays, I don't really play with them. I mean, I display them in the case, so I don't really open them. So they're all like sitting in their plastic coffins, never to see the light of day. But yeah, so as I said, this is not much of a toy review, because you know this is technically the first toy I've actually opened from its box. Don't count the Gundams and the Hot Toys. They're technically figures, you know, not to be played with. But yeah, I had to get my hands on this too because again, for nostalgic purposes, I grew up with G.I. Joe. Remember watching the cartoons. I actually had a few figures from G.I. Joe itself, but Snake Eyes and Stomp Shadow have always been my two favorite characters from G.I. Joe. So this is a no-brainer for me to pick it up. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I bought two of each. So one, I'll be displaying it in its coffin, plastic coffin. So that's fine. Because I honestly believe that this, what you see here, it's really it's a work of art. Like they took effort into designing everything to make it look exactly like how it did back in the 80s. So it really just tugs that nostalgia strings for me. Like they're already pandai, they're pretty smart. Like they know all those young boys that grew up in the 80s watching all this are now grown ass men like myself with money. So you know, them releasing this is smart marketing on their end, because these are definitely gonna sell out like hotcakes, at least for my crowd. Like if I had a kid, I'd probably introduce him or her to the line and, you know, teach them how to collect toys as much as how I used to collect toys when I was a kid. But yeah, I really hope I can get my hands on the rest of the characters: Baroness, Scarlett, Roadblock, and Destro. Especially Destro. Destro is kind of cool. And you know, if they can release Duke, what's the other guy's name? Cobra Commander as well. Those are pretty cool. So if you want to get your hands on the G.I. Joe, you can find anywhere online, but you can also try your luck in Toys R Us, because these are exclusive to Toys R Us. It's not expensive, it's $59.90. So if you're lucky, get your hands on them. If you are not lucky, you can try the web. If you malas, you can also try Angkor Mall. Believe you me, if you try Angkor Mall, there's gonna be scalpers and they're gonna probably ketuk you, and one figure is probably gonna cost you about $90, $100. So yeah, so that's a short review. Well, not say review, short unboxing of the two favorite figures. Well, at least two of my favorite figures. So again, if I can find the rest, I will definitely do another unboxing. So yeah, well, that's our show for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the quick unboxing of Hasbro's G.I. Joe retro toy line of Stomp Shadow and Snake Eyes. I know it's not much of a toy review per se, but again, it's just me wanting to share the joys of opening up a classic toy line like G.I. Joe and sharing it with all of you. So until the next video, please stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one.